Alright, so here is our rational function. And again, our end goal on these is to put them in a form so we can integrate them. So the first thing we need to recognize is that we can factor the bottom. And so we get something like this. And that means at one point in time, possibly, that these were two separate fractions. Right? I just don't know what their tops are. Right? So I know if I were to get a common denominator, I would multiply this side top and bottom by x plus 1 and this side top and bottom by x minus 3. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to say a times x plus 1, again, a times the x plus 1, and we're also going to multiply b times the x minus 3, because again, that's what I would have to do to get a common denominator. So what I have here is ax plus a plus bx minus 3b. So that doesn't mean a whole lot to us. But I could combine my x's together and say, well, ax plus bx, and then my constant terms plus a minus 3b. So ax plus bx needs to be equivalent to 5x, right? So that means that a plus b times x, a plus b needs to be equal to 5. I also have this a minus 3b, and I know that b, needs to be equal to this 17. So now I have a systems of equations, so go back to your algebra skills to figure out what is the solution for this. So I'm probably going to do multiplying this whole equation by 3, so I get 3a plus 3b equals 15. And again, doing systems of equations is so that we can eliminate a variable. And so I'm going to add up my columns, and I multiplied by 3 because now this column here gives me a 0. And I get 4a equals 32. So that means a is 8. If I plug in 8 back into either one of our equations, I'm going to do this one. I get 8 plus b equals 5, so that would give me b equals negative 3. So the last thing I would have to do is just write what my new equation is. I got a is 8, and b is negative 3. 8 over x minus 3 plus negative 3 over x plus 1. Now, if this problem didn't ask us to integrate, if I was integrating, I could integrate both of these using a natural log. So the idea of partial fraction decomposition is to manipulate it so we can integrate it.